Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now Jones
Delivers another one to Pierce.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is a bit
to the right side and intercepted.
And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now. Complete. Smith has it.
Would you say that last week's performance by him workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. May now off the bootleg. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing Jones. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. Short throw to Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead is home. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll throw with May. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. To the air, May. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. And a completion to Wilson. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw, May. Now he'll tuck this and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's a leader make. And the Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's May. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played at optimum level.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for fourth down. Trying to punch it over Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Here's second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
A gain of 5.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. To throw, it's May. And he finds Austin complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 5.
Out of the gun now on third down. Into the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 43. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw here. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Shedding the tackle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the shotgun, it's May. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score it here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Then drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
And he is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39.
Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 8.
That one complete down the field to Smith. Big strides, look at him go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Joe Smith, 78 yards.
And the Steelers continue to pull away here this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Indy set to go on offense once more.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now Jones, operating from the gun.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Jones now, off the play fake. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle.
The flag comes in, it's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
The Steelers offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now Hall to start the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Play action. May. Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
On the give, it's Warren.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a give to Taylor.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's May.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Oh, nice move. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill often camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
A gain of 15. First down, Colts.
Now Jones delivers another one to Pierce. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the
and now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And he'll find Pittman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
14 yards.
They'll look to throw again. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Here's a 2nd and 5. In motion right is Pittman.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Hope you all had a happy Halloween. Some of the celebrations still going on as we've reached the first weekend of November, and that's just fine. Let's get into the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's Romeo Doubs. He makes the big play to kick off the scoring. This one of his 2 touchdowns so far. The Packers with an 11-point lead. It's now 21-10 at the half. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans hosting the Denver Broncos. And this is Bo Nix with one of his 3 first-half touchdown passes. This game's at halftime, and it's the Broncos with a big lead on the road at the half. One final look at the rest of the scores from week number 9 with Cleveland, the Jets, Philly, and Tampa Bay all on the midseason bye. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll throw with May. Completes it to Austin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
13 yards on the play. And the Steelers first down.
They go play action with May. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. From the 41, here's second down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
To the air, May. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down is May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They're going to throw. May. Short throw to Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers.
Here's May. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the shotgun, May with it. Oh, that is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
To throw, it's May. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
throwing here is May. And incomplete on the
in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Pierce. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 11. And the Colts first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Colts first down.
Back to throw again. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. A gain of 15.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just set up for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
4-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll give the ball. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball again. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the gun, it's May. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff for Hall.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Oh, look at the juke.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Here Jones.
Pierce has it knocked loose.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 11. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Throwing Jones. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Inside the 20, down to the 17.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Warren will try the right side.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Warren
third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Steelers, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard
Hate to be
line.
blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from